What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Equali Espresso, and welcome back to another Black Ops 3 video here today on the channel. In this one, we're going to be talking about something that is definitely of, I think, a lot of interest, at least to myself, potentially to you guys as well. But I'm going to discuss a few things here with this regarding Call of Duty in 2017, and more specifically Black Ops 3, because for those guys that do know, Black Ops 3 is not in its prime, it's not in its main year of being released, its life cycle, whatever you want to call it. It is something that is, for a lot of people, on the back burner, but for a lot of people as well, they're taking it as Black Ops 3 Year 2, and it's definitely something that is intriguing. But what is even more intriguing to me is the fact that not only is this game still living in an active player count, but the fact that we've been publicly told the Treyarch plans to support the game throughout the year up until the next release of Call of Duty. So in this one, we're going to be taking a look at potentially what some things we can get here. It's all theories and speculation, and definitely nothing that is set in stone or confirmed in any way, shape, or form. So take it all with a grain of salt. It's just a discussion, and at any point in time, if you guys want to leave your thoughts down here on what you guys think will be coming in 2017 to Black Ops 3, feel free to drop it down there in the comment section down below. And of course, if you guys do enjoy the video, make sure you drop a like, maybe consider subscribing as well. But let's talk about 2017 and Black Ops 3 and everything that it might actually hold. So Black Ops 3 was recently once again reconfirmed to be getting content and support throughout 2017. That's more than likely going to include a couple things like, say, DLC weapon supply drops, the minor things, but is there anything that actually could potentially be larger than that? Something that brings in more to Black Ops 3 and intrigues players and entices them to play even further? That's something that I guess is the big question. And recently with the Treyarch live stream that they did right before Christmas, their holiday live stream, they basically were saying at the very beginning, hey guys, just thanks for everything over the past year, happy holidays from our studio to you. But they did that, and they started it off that way, but the live stream definitely meant something bigger. And we knew that at the time we weren't just getting the weapons that were recently added into Black Ops 3. Dan Bunting and David Blundell confirmed a little bit more to us that we weren't really expecting. That being new features and more content in 2017 at the time. But this isn't actually the first time that we've seen COD support a title after the launch of another game, but it is the first time that we've seen it in this capacity. What I mean by this is the fact that Sledgehammer continued to support Advanced Warfare into Black Ops 3 with some weapon drops, some different weekend deals and things like that in terms of trying to keep the player count strong for those people that stuck behind and only played Advanced Warfare, but they didn't ever actually officially announce it, they just kind of did it. With this is almost a more formalized plan that Treyarch has, at least in my opinion and in the opinions of many people in the community, for content coming here within this. So this brings up the question of different things, of features and all that. Newton's Cookbook we did get, but we also are promised another multiplayer feature which is yet to be named. A lot of people seem to think that DLC 5 is going to happen, which I think is unlikely, but I guess we'll see. But then one thing that I honestly would love to see would be Easter egg progression, and we'll get to that in a second. But the first thing here that I think definitely could be an unnamed multiplayer feature is something that we've seen now in Modern Warfare Remastered and Infinite Warfare, that being salvage or scraps in Black Ops 3 in some way, shape, or form. Black Ops 3 right now is the only game of the three main ones that don't really have a way to cash in for things that you already have or that you can necessarily earn to get some of these weapons that you want or to buy them in, say, in-game currency. You can buy crypto keys, which gets you supply drops, and then test your RNG luck to get weapons, but nothing like this in terms of, say, salvage, where you can build up, save parts, and just make your own, craft your own weapons that you want. And it'd be a real new feature to engage players into keeping playing, and of course to grind out some for these salvage, if you want to put it that way, to get new weapon DLC. Of course, DLC right now isn't the main thing on Black Ops 3's mind because we've already exhausted pretty much all the weapons that we've seen so far. We've had a year of strong sales of black market supply drops, so it's not something that right now I don't think they need to be 100% actively pushing supply drops down consumers' throats. And I think this would be a nice way to integrate that a little bit. DLC 5 is something that, of course, is once again a huge theory and speculation every single year. But this is actually something that right now could potentially happen, I guess. At least now more so than in previous games and times past. But this is once again still very hazy and very unlikely, I think. But if you take a look at it, there's definitely some unresolved things here with this, and definitely if you take a look at, say, Resurrection in Black Ops 1, it wasn't necessarily something that was bundled in with the Season Pass, so it wouldn't be the first time that we've seen something outside of the Season Pass come as a DLC pack. but still something that players could access. As for multiplayer, I don't know how that would work out. Zombies, of course, I'd love to see some more resolution. I still think there's a lot of unanswered questions. And then that brings me to the next thing that I would love to see in terms of content, that being Easter egg progression. For those of you guys that followed zombies, I know I definitely loved zombies. I didn't post near as much as I would honestly have liked to in Black Ops 3, even though it still was about 150 plus videos of zombies from launch to the end of Black Ops 3. But regardless, zombies was a huge part of what I loved about Black Ops 3, and the storyline definitely was something that, being a story nerd for zombies, I loved to see where it went, but I was slightly disappointed, to be honest. But overall, the major thing with Revelations was that everybody thought there would be this super Easter egg, something that everybody would be able to find out the major and final pieces of the storyline to just blow our minds and all that kind of stuff. Then you'd have to complete all the Easter eggs within Black Ops 3 to be able to access this super Easter egg. And sure, there was a little bit of a minor Easter egg within Revelations that you could get upgraded Pack-a-Punch weapons from the mystery box if you did complete all of them and you placed the orb in the chest in the house whenever you're about to complete the Easter egg or in one of the final steps of it. You could do that, but it wasn't really anywhere near close to what people thought it would be. So I personally would love to see maybe periodical patches to Revelations that would give people more incentive to go back and keep finding things within previous maps, and then would lead to a larger piece of the story being revealed, because really there's a lot that's unanswered, like we mentioned. The loop was honestly maybe a cop-out for many people. I personally thought it was the easy way to end things. It didn't really explain too many. There's too many questions associated with it, like why did we not see a Grand Monty versus Shadow Man type thing, because in the grand scheme of things, it seems like both the Monty and Shadow Man characters are horrible people. They're both absolute demons and devils. They just go back and forth bickering, and it's a real thing where our characters are trapped between a rock and a hard place. That was never really resolved, and the loop kind of just started it all over. Once again, a little bit of a cop-out. There's still a ton of fascinations with the pyramids that throughout the entire zombie storyline was never really entirely explained. There's a bunch of coordinates that lead to Egypt, and a lot of hints that led towards maybe an Egypt map, but we never got. Why are some loading images on maps different than the originals? Maybe remasters, things like that, or potentially it just could be hinting towards the alterations of the timelines in the zombie storyline. I don't know, but there's a lot that definitely could be answered and extended on if we were to do this. But that said, that is, I guess, where I'm gonna wrap it up. I don't want to ramble too much, but there's definitely some really cool stuff, I think, on the horizon for 2017 and Black Ops 3. Hopefully it's not just weapons. Hopefully we get some brand new cool things here. Like I said, the unnamed multiplayer feature that Bunting mentioned before. Blundell mentioned the Newton's Cookbook feature. The DLC 5 maybe would happen. I don't think that will, but it'd be cool to see. And of course, I'd love to see Easter egg progression. But that said, this has all just been a discussion, theories, and all that kind of stuff. What do you guys think is going to be happening in Black Ops 3 Year 2, if you want to call it that, in 2017 here this year, with a continuation of support to Black Ops 3? Love to hear your thoughts down there in the comment section down below. Whatever it may be, feel free to drop it. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you drop a like down below. And of course, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys subscribe to stay up to date with everything Black Ops 3, Infinite Warfare, Modern Warfare Mastered, and anything Call of Duty. And finally, if you guys want to follow me over on Twitter, that's the best place to get connected with me here outside of YouTube. If you guys want to have a conversation, ask me a question, whatever it may be, link is down there in the description below. But thank you dudes so much for watching. Mine's been Nikolai Espresso. Hopefully you guys are having a great day. I'll see you guys later. Take care and peace.